Okay, so this video is going to be a little different. I'm going to hold off on the jokes and shit, at least for the first half of this video. Somebody died, and I kind of just want to talk about what I'm seeing on Twitter right now. So, on May 2nd, 2025, somebody with the user Burnt Fishy posted a photo with the caption, "It's a pretty view." Now, on the surface level, this probably seems pretty inconspicuous, but I think it was about a week later that people found out that this person killed themselves. They were 17 at the time, which just adds to how awful all of this really is. But yeah, it's fucked up, but yeah, obviously I didn't know them, so why else would I be talking about this? Well, it's because of the reaction to her suicide. The person who killed themselves was trans, and if you've been on Twitter for more than 5 milliseconds, you know that Twitter has been turned into basically just a cesspool of people who can just say the most harmful shit that they can to see if they can make 13 nickels on their Twitter account. If you go onto that tweet and you scroll down, you'll see thousands of people talking about how they're happy that she killed herself, or just saying shit like he was a man. I'm not exactly sure how you could think that you're on the right side of history when you and the rhetoric that you follow proceeds to post shit mocking a dead 17-year-old after they kill themselves. I'm not sure about you, but if I was subscribed to a rhetoric or a way of thinking and I see a constant stream of all of the popular accounts, that spout the rhetoric that I do, mocking a 17-year-old suicide victim's death, I think I'd have some, or at least a little bit of retrospection. One of the tweets that I want to highlight here is from an account called Stone Toss Comics. So, let's say you're a cartoonist, or I don't know what the fuck do you call these people, comic makers, fucking whatever. Now, let's say you don't agree with trans people, or you just don't understand them. I'm not going to sit here and argue about that with you guys in this video. Believe whatever you want to believe, but you have to at least concede this point. There is a time and a place to talk about what you believe in, and especially a time and place to post one of your shitty fucking comics under a suicide victim's last post, basically mocking them and drawing them in a disgusting caricature of what they think trans people are. Obviously, I'm going to have the comic up on the screen. If you don't believe me, you could also just go to the tweet itself. But yeah, obviously this is disgusting behavior. And again, even if you don't understand trans people, you cannot sit here and tell me that you are a good person when you post shit like this under a dead person's tweet. Another one that says do a flip, enjoy hell. Several people just typing 41%. These people are genuine fucking scum. That may sound harsh, but there's really no other way to describe these people. But I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the elephant in the room on why some people are celebrating their death. I'm gonna go ahead and put up the tweet on the screen. Take a second to read it. This tweet that she made that has 2 likes and 1 like, where she's obviously joking about white genocide. I mean, anybody with 2 brain cells could go onto her page and see that she is literally white. Like, I mean, just the most obvious fucking joke in the world. These people take to heart. And again, she was 16 at the time as well. Jesus fucking Christ. But these people know that she was obviously joking, but they have to find at least some way to validate their reactions to a minor killing themselves. How do you label yourself as the good guys, then proceed to mock somebody killing themselves for no reason? Alright, this is the part of the video that I kind of want to talk about the problem with Twitter and what it's become today. One of the major problems with Twitter is when you give people an option to buy basically a way to boost their opinions and make it so that everybody sees your comment first, it starts to mingle and mix in with people who are serious and people who aren't serious. And what I mean by that is most of the people who are saying this horrible shit are check marks, and most of the people who are defending this person don't have check marks. And why does that matter, you may be wondering? When you have a platform that doesn't promote comments and ideas based on real human feedback, and more on if they spent money on the app or not, you're just gonna get people who say whatever they can to get the most impressions. My wider point here is when you reward people for essentially rage baiting, sorry, I don't have a better word. Essentially rage baiting to get impressions, you will build real people who believe in the shit that they are saying, and that will foster more hate. You can't have a real conversation on this app anymore because it doesn't reward it. What's the point of trying to have a dialogue with the other side when they just respond with Jew or a slur and they get thousands of likes? I mean, there's literally just not. There's not a reason. According to usafacts.org, trans people make up 0.95% of the population. They make up such a minuscule portion of the population, yet almost all discourse on Twitter is about trans people. You would think that there's an active war going on and somebody just has like a trans gun and they're just shooting people and they're transitioning left and right, but no. Twitter amplifies this shit. If you go on any post, and I mean almost any post, and you scroll for long enough, you will see somebody talking about a trans person. And I truly think that that in itself proves my point. The discourse on Twitter is just so incredibly unhealthy. I bet if you asked any of these people how many trans people you think are in society, they'll probably say like 20 or like 30%, or just some fucking insane number. And if you click on their accounts, their entire profile and online presence is just them shitting on trans people. And these same people like to throw around the 0.45% suicide rate statistic like it's their fucking ultimate or something. You spend your entire online presence bullying 0.9% of the human population and are confused on why their suicide rate is high. And then if they do kill themselves, no matter how young they might be, you still celebrate their deaths. Most of them don't really believe that there's a whole bunch of people that are trying to turn your kids trans. They just see memes, they don't understand these people, and they think it's funny. They think the shit that they post is absolutely hilarious. It's the same 3 jokes, it's the same 3 Wojaks. But yeah, that's kind of all I really wanted to talk about. Sorry for the more serious video. It is just incredibly disturbing how so many people can react to child suicide with laughter and mockery. But yeah, anyways, that's it. See ya.